I'm talking today to Freddie Quainoo, who is the marketing manager for Expresso, which has just had a rebrand from Kasapa. Freddie, tell me, how did the relaunch go?
The relaunch was a bit overdue for the brand in Ghana. The brand had become a bit stale and stagnant, and Ghanaians needed to see something new. At least the Ghanaian market has been used to telecom brands changing their name their name and their image over time. And Expresso has been welcomed this far by Ghanaians. Expresso is not seen as alien or foreign. People have accepted it. It's not a big shocker from Kasapa. It's been seen and recognized and accepted. We, however, need to do a bit more in terms of making noise about ourselves. Now, the new Expresso, we've come up with nationwide coverage. We've upgraded our services, changed our billing system, and we are working on giving Ghanaians quality service and true value for money. We don't believe in cheap or just being there. We believe in people getting a service and using the services and doing what they intend to do with the service they buy. At least they appreciate they are getting. We will never claim to be the fastest or the best, but at least we give you true value for money.
And so how many subscribers have you got at the moment?
At the moment we are at about 260,000 subscribers.
And you're the smallest challenger in the market, aren't you?
Yes, the smallest challenger.
But you're coming back.
Coming back with a bang.
Yes, yes. And so tell me a little bit about the data services that you're developing to go on top.
Yeah, we launched our e-video data service somewhere November 2010. As we speak.
And you're on Rev A.
We are here on Rev A in all the capital cities in the country. Actually, we want to believe that the extent of coverage of our 3G service is bigger than any other operator in the country. And we have a very stable, reliable service. And our pricing is also very competitive. We won't say we're the cheapest, but we are very competitive. And we have daily packages, and we have different monthly packages depending on your usage. So there's a 1 gig package which goes for 15 CDs, about $10. Then we have the 4.5 gig, we have the 6, 8, 10.
Yeah.
So it depends. And we also have the self-managed. You just send an SMS to activate a bundle on your account.
So how many data customers have you got?
This way we have close to 30,000 data customers.
Right,
and
okay.
growing.
And that's dongle-based customers?
They're all dongle-based customers.
Yeah. And what are they using? Do you have a sense of what they're using it for?
Well, mostly, we actually implemented a caching system now. We don't have a lot of information on the kind of places they go yet, but we're in the process of implementing that. But mostly, people use it for business. There are lots of business users, and we have lots of architects and financial institutions coming into a reliable service. And there are lots. We actually.
We're saying you don't actually have corporate customers, so it's individual business.
Individual business, yeah. People using it for individuals who need data for their business who come in for a service. Now, when we launched the product, we knew it wasn't very cheap. The pricing was so we didn't go out there targeting the youth or the student market. We're looking for data users who need a reliable and stable data net service. So that's what we actually did.
Okay, so what value-added services have you got coming up in terms of data?
In terms of data, what value-added services have we got coming up? Well, we aspire to be as good as any data service provider across the world, and fortunately there's a group initiative which is bringing in almost any application or service that you can get anywhere in the world, where we can even use our local top-up to buy things off, say, the apps of the Android market or any other. So actually, it's a global initiative, global group initiative which we are in, and then you come in Ghana, you connect to our network, and you can get anything you want to get.
So, but that would be on feature-rich phones, because you don't have many smartphones at the moment.
No, for now we don't have many smartphones, but I believe sooner than later you'll see quite a number of different CDMA devices in the market that
will be smartphones.
Yeah, we have a number of parts coming up from vendors like Huawei and ZTE.
And what sort of price range are they going to be at?
We usually sell at cost, but nothing more than $300.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when will Expresso be launching its M-Money service?
We are working towards a Q3 2011 date. It's another group initiative which we are part of, and we are in the process of aligning our technical components and stuff with the vendors who has been selected, and ensure that the process goes on well.
So Glow is going to be entering the market in June this year. What do you think their impact will be on the market?
Glow will make the market just a bit more interesting in terms of choice for customers. They'll have another option for you to look at, for customers to look at, and I believe we'll be progressing more towards the situation where customers would want to keep a number from every network and use each number depending on what they stand to get or what they stand to pay. So yes, Glow is coming in, gives more opportunities for choice and makes the market more interesting, and at least that means we need to think of how to get our customers to use more.
But it's also, presumably, if people are simply going for price on a tactical basis, what are you doing about loyalty?
In terms of loyalty, we like I mentioned earlier, we are looking strictly at value for money. We are not looking at cheap. We are looking at reliable. We're looking at quality and reliable. Now, regarding pricing, there is an interesting situation in the Ghana market where we have our interconnect rate at 5 pesos per minute, and after the 5 pesos, with all the taxes and all the other stuff elements that are built into it. Below the 8 peso mark where we are now with Airtel and Vodafone, if we come much lower, it will be very, very aggressive, and I don't know how sustainable that will be.
Yeah, people will start to lose money on minutes at that level. You were mentioning earlier the fall in wholesale bandwidth prices. Give me the example you were giving me earlier.
Okay. Well, bandwidth prices, for which I don't want to mention who is providing that, from about $70,000 barely a year ago. Now for one STM1, we are now paying close to $45,000 being offered for an STM1.
Yeah. And the suppliers are each matching each other.
Exactly, the suppliers are matching each other, and we believe the prices are likely to fall even further.
Freddie, thanks for talking to me today.
Welcome.